And then my favorite.
Ski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talking about what the coverages are, what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots, now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's high. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Going underneath here, the tight end DeValve. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
That keeps the score. Steelers 14, Washington nothing.
Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it?
He's got it at the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Hyde. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Washington.
1st down, a run with Hyde. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 38.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. That's caught by Trey Quinn. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Hyde. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Haskins. He'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Going underneath here, the tight end DeValve. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Took nearly the entire 1st half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Haskins going to throw again. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 3. And he whips that one incomplete there. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
This time they stay on the ground. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly... You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Washington, nothing.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Ryan Switzer on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. On the run is Conner. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off for the long touchdown run. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it is 28-0.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing. That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They run it again with Hyde. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Washington.
Here's Hyde. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Tyrone Crawford.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Minkah Fitzpatrick, thinking back to last year, had a pick 6 for the Steelers shortly after coming over from Miami, and he steps up with another one here. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Washington.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. High. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
The ball carrier taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Haskins. And Latimer's got it. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Steelers.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And
2. 3rd and 2, now Haskins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line.
A gain of 12.
12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Seth DeValve, his first touchdown on the year.
And Washington able to strike for 6.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
The kick is good.
Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here in the 4th.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To throw again. Haskins. He finds his running back, Hyde. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. On play action, they'll throw.
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 25-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
Washington, 7.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over, and they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Haskins. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And the Washington 1st down.
One final shot for Haskins. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Today's
a big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Pittsburgh, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the...
I got the word coach had made a decision about my status moving forward. After struggling in my 2 big chances to prove myself, I was worried. It was clear from the meeting I was on razor's edge of being cut from the team. I'd have to seriously step up my game in the offseason if I wanted to survive here.
And just like that, we've got yet another NFL season in the books. And like most of you watching out there at home, we also closed the door on another fantasy football season as well. As always, there were a fair share of players who surprised us in good ways, and of course, there were a bigger share that surprised us in bad ways. Unfortunately, I know that all too well, as I was really high on a particular player who I drafted in all 10 of my leagues. He was such a disappointment, I can't even bring myself to say his name. So let's just refer to him as the other half of the Heartbreak Kids, not named Tommy Matthews. Look, I hate to pile on a kid, especially after the season he had, but he who shall remain nameless wasn't just bad, he was historically awful out there.
Fellas, we're not done yet. We still got more practice to go. We've had a good week so far. Let's make sure we finish the same way. Sunday's opponent is a tough one, so we need to be great out here today, okay?
Let's go! Back to 60! Back to 60!
Hey man, listen, great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're gonna be just fine.
I knew what was coming. Despite all the opportunities, my performance wasn't where it should have been. I thank the coach for giving me a shot and allowing me to play my first games in the NFL with a supportive team.
Other rookies might have hung up their cleats after a major setback so early, but not you. What did you do next?
I put my name on the market to find out who was interested.